February. This is Colt Martin submitting the web assignment for week 5 and dealing with the Federal Trade Commission speech transcript and examples that violate the guidelines. The first thing that I found was adequate substration to support the claim. A lot of companies submit a claim to the viewers and consumers, but they don't have an adequate claim with evidence to back that up, meaning the individual's claim either doesn't have a correct length or the correct scientific study to back it up. The second is the claim is broader than substantiated. So you have claims that you can lose 10 pounds in 4 days, but it doesn't have the proper scientific backing for that, and also it doesn't have that's too broad for it. Dealing with like weight loss claims, they substantiate that the competitors, will lose X amount of weight, whereas with us, you can lose 10 pounds in 5 days, but there's no reliable scientific evidence. Some of the things that I found in relation to violation of the guidelines that I found was in dealing with age and skin rejuvenating claims. The anti-aging creams are exaggerated. I found a study on the U.S. Food and Drug Administration that sent out violations to over hundreds of organizations internationally and and throughout the U.S. that brought the product to the U.S. people, and said that they exaggerated it through controlling the aging process. And the statements that it lifts wrinkles upward showed that it had drug properties, which is a violation and would have to be classified and approved by the Food and Drug Administration. So the companies such as like L'Oreal and Neutrogena and some other companies like that had this anti-aging cream and skin rejuvenating products that had false claims. The second was against the Kraft food company as well as McDonald's, and it was saying that they were inappropriately targeting children with their advertising, stating that anybody under the age of 12, they weren't supposed to be advertising to them. You could get the companies such as Kraft saying that they have a healthy food product, but yet their sugar content is greater than 30 grams of sugar. So the Food and Drug Administration put regulations on what they could say, specifically as to like the fat content and the sugar content and what statements you can say with that. A lot of times what they found was McDonald's and Kraft and a lot of these companies have contributed to the obesity. It used to be 6% over the past 10 to 15 years. It's grown to 16% rate of obesity in children. That's related to the most likely the sugar and fat content. And then also there's comparative claims greater than absolute sense, meaning Raisin Bran says that they have half the fat of Fruity Pebbles, but that could only be the other company only has 2% of fat, and they have 1%, or 2 grams and 1 gram. So it's kind of a false advertising, as they say they have half of it when it's really such a small percentage. And so that's all I have so far on the Federal Trade Commission speech transcript and the violation of guidelines with my examples. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Thank you again. This is Colt Martin, web assignment, week 5. Thanks so much.